The first thought I had after watching Sinners was that Ryan Coogler just created an astonishing film that successfully admitted the famous saying, they want our rhythm, but not our blues. The new saying we have right now is that they're taking the rhythm and blues. Thank you for playing. No, literally because music plays a huge part in this film. Anyway, the trailers that they brought out showed the twin brothers, both played by Michael B. Jordan, return to their hometown and create an enterprise that runs into some challenges when some vampires that are local there are looking to kind of get in on all the fun and debauchery. Imagine that. Well, all of that is advertised, but what you also see is a very beautiful, layered tale that combines vampire lore with the eternal struggle to protect our magic from being neutralized by those looking to capture our power. Sinners is a very entertaining movie. Let's talk about it. Let's go.
Zero, one. Let's get started.
What's going on, Fame Analytics family? It's been a minute since I popped out and did a review on y'all. After watching Sinners last night, I knew that now would be a good time to kind of pop out and show up with a take on this current cultural phenomenon. So let's jump into it. Honestly, the movie had me at Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, like many of us. I mean, we're just talking about two people that when they get together, magic happens. I was prepared for the project to be great, and I wasn't surprised on how much I enjoyed the flick. Coogler pulled together an elite team and cast that brought this vision to life. Like, we got familiar faces like the legendary Delroy Lindo, who always brings the pain whenever he's doing anything, Omar Miller, and the lovely, and I might be saying her name wrong, Wunmi Musaku. If I am, I'm so sorry, but she's a beautiful lady. I've seen some of her past projects. She's a magnificent actress. Loved seeing her in this. We got newcomer Miles Caton, who puts on a performance that's going to be talked about for many years to come. I mean, he basically was one of the most important actors, or I should say characters in the film, but the most important character in the film was the music. The music was basically used as a platform to set the emotional tone and create portals that bring ancestors as well as descendants into the same space and time, which means that you're going to be opening the door to both good and evil to occur, depending on, what perspective that you have. But there's this one scene where a character's music and testimony is so powerful that it brings together various musicians from different times into one space. It's really fantastic to watch. It's an incredible moment to witness, and you'll definitely know it when it's happening. And I guarantee you're going to stop for a moment and be like, wow, they really did that. Anyway, the blues is basically played in the juke joint and has amplified so much beauty and pain that it attracted vampires that were looking to drain the life force of very powerful creators and absorb their gifts. So they basically preyed on the artists that could translate the complexities of the life experience at the highest frequencies to attract other people. This film does have a very musical element attached to it, so kind of fair warning. It can sometimes feel like a full-blown musical at times. This may turn some people off, but I liked it, but just giving you the fair warning, it can get a bit musically. Anyway, most victims were hunted down, but those select few that were lucky enough to run into a house were able to potentially survive longer or determine their demise. And this is where Coogler and his team were simply brilliant with mixing vampire lore and the concepts of taking ownership of the choices that we make about who should be allowed in our space, who we give permission to enter into the lobby of our souls, so to speak. But Sinners is a slow burn. It speeds up at the halfway point. Like the first half of the film lets us really get to know the characters and why they kind of all end up at the same place, dealing with the same tensions of life and death. Michael B. Jordan did a fantastic job as usual, playing Smoke and Stack. He was authentic and the interactions were fluid. Yay, AI did a great job with that. Newcomer Miles Caton, like I mentioned earlier, is definitely one to watch going forward. His voice and his overall performance, super impressive. Whole cast was top notch. There was definitely no weak links in the chain. Overall, I think Sinners is a refreshing take on vampire culture. Some people are not going to be comfortable with the themes. I get it. And some are going to celebrate those messages. I also get that. But make sure you stay until after all of the credits pretty much are done. There's some post scenes that connect all the dots that you definitely don't want to miss. And even if you decide to skip theaters and kind of wait for stream, it's still a very, very enjoyable watch. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Did you like the musical element? If you've seen it, are you happy that there is a musical element? If you have not seen it, do you think it's overhyped? Do you not care? What's the deal? Anyway, let me know in the comments. Tell a friend to tell a friend, like, subscribe, share.